This is the toughest material to forge in the blade. Forging competition, Nightmare Big Steel Bomb. This material is extremely tricky, and handling it can be described as true hell level difficulty. Even if you manage to process it well, it can still break with a single strike, giving the judges a little bit of a shock. In this competition, the production team has cranked up the difficulty to the max. They require the contestants to use this steel bomb combined with a golf club as materials to forge a unique short-bladed weapon within 3 hours. As the countdown begins, the 4 contestants quickly spring into action. After getting the steel materials, contestant Jimmy first takes a taste with his mouth and finally determines that the golf club is mild steel. He immediately decides to use the 3-piece wrapping technique to forge a Saxon knife with the steel bomb. Although this technique has a high failure rate, if successful, the strength of the blade blank will be directly maximized. On the other side, contestant Trist uses a violent snapping method to determine the hardness of the golf club. Then he also chooses to forge a knife using the 3-piece technique. After heat treating the steel bomb, he quickly uses a power hammer to stretch and lengthen it. However, due to the excessively high temperature of the steel bomb, the high-temperature processing rod accidentally falls off. Without any hesitation, he quickly starts a second welding. Contestant True also decides to forge a knife using the 3-piece method. He plans to hammer out a camping knife to win the competition. Under the action of the power hammer, he quickly stretches and lengthens the steel bomb and the head of the golf club, and then directly stacks them in 3 layers. Before forging and burning, he also sprinkles a large amount of flux to help with their fusion. Compared to the other 3 contestants, contestant Warong is more cautious. He decides to directly cut the golf club and the steel bomb. For Damascus steel stacking, this not only saves time, but also greatly reduces the risk of failure. 1 hour has passed. Contestant Tris works very fast and has already completed the shaping of the blade blank, but after polishing it clean, he finds that the blade is significantly shorter than the competition requirements set by the production team. To make up for this mistake, he immediately cuts 2 pieces of mild steel and directly wraps them around the base of the blade to extend it. Then he sprinkles flux again and puts it into the furnace for forging and burning. On the other side, contestant True also runs into trouble. His 3-piece blade blank hasn't fused perfectly, with obvious cracks appearing. With no time to start over, he directly pours a large amount of flux to forcibly repair the cracks, but the result is not satisfactory, so he chooses to grind away the cracks on the edge of the blade. Now he can only hope that the internal fusion is perfect. There's only 1 hour left. Compared to the tension of the other contestants, contestant Jimmy seems very relaxed, even doing some health-preserving exercises at the competition site, but this doesn't affect his speed at all. Now his blade blank has been shaped, and he starts using a hammer and chisel to drill holes for the base of the blade. After completing all this, he directly conducts heat treatment, and without any hesitation, quickly completes the quenching of the blade blank. He's very satisfied with the final result. On the other side, Trist, who is extending the blade, also works very fast and completes the quenching treatment shortly after. There are only the last 15 minutes left. Before quenching the blade, contestant True first quenches the edge separately. This can ensure the toughness of the spine of the blade. After shaping his blade, contestant Warong actually hammers the unheated blade blank. As expected, the edge breaks directly. With little time left, he can only forcibly weld it and complete the quenching before the end of the competition.